So this is my review of After School. I liked the movie a lot. Um, Although the movie was longer than most of the films we've watched, it was 107 minutes, it didn't feel painfully slow or as if it was being dragged on forever. I also really enjoyed the cinematography. The cinematographer was Jody Lee Lipes. I loved how the shots were usually off-centered and you could only see the side of the character's face, or just their hand, or their legs, or their torso. These really interesting shots, combined with the length of these shots, which was very long, the camera rarely moved, forced me to actually look at what was going on in the shot, and it made you look so much closer. Um, and an example of one of these shots is the final shot in the movie where you see Rob in the library studying. That's my beautiful drawing of that shot. And as a student put in the Q&A, the shots were painfully long, then interesting, then boring, then interesting again. And it kind of reminded me of the film Blow Up, and the cinematography in that movie. I also thought it was really original. A lot of movies and TV shows recently have focused on teenagers doing drugs, having sex, getting in trouble, but After School took these same topics but explored them and presented them in a much more original way, and a way that was far more realistic than in other films I have seen. This is my review of the Q&A. Antonio Campos, who wrote, directed, and edited the film, talked about how voyeurism was a really big part of the film. Not only watching someone, but being watched. Although I picked up on this while I was watching After School, Campos cited specific moments that I didn't even realize. And my favorite example of this was when Campos talked about the scene where Rob is watching a cell phone video on the internet of him and the dying twins that was captured from above. That scene is so interesting and so creepy because it makes you think that you're constantly being watched in every moment of your life. And I think the film really deals with that idea in very interesting ways. I also like how Campos described that the film was long because the story unfolds in a natural way and how viewers are not used to this. I thought Campos was very right in saying this, that the film's length and possible boring or painfully long shots are justified because the film unfolds in a very realistic way that is also very natural. And that's my review of After School.